He can, let's see, he's close to picking up a knockout on the Shaman. Not quite. You see a Sycamore here, and he's got to be getting low on cards. And he might even just want to lay down the snipe damage on something on the bench. I don't know. He can get the Lele close to knockout. He can put 150 on it. And once again, we have not seen a GX from Zele, so all these Tauros, but people playing around them so carefully that we're not seeing the Mad Bull GX.
I think is one of the best decks to play around Tauros because it's able to put damage anywhere on the field.
Exactly. Alright, so we're going to see Feather Arrow, it looks like on the Shaman.
He's going to do
two. Okay, so that leaves one more, which is going to go on the Tauros. Okay, so yeah, it would be hitting 210, which is still not enough. I mean, with the damage it is, but if Zele has another double colorless he can throw on this Lele, he can just finish the knockout right there.
For sure. So Andrew sets up game for next turn if Zele doesn't get this.
Yeah, he's got to get like a Hex Maniac, or he's got to put the Wob up, which is going to take away his attack, and so a lot of things that he's really just in a tough spot here.
It's looking really good for Andrew right now. Andrew's playing this very well. He's setting up a lot of outs the game.
Yeah, basically so that whatever comes up, he'll be able to knock it out.
I think Zele's only play here is to promote the Wob effect, actually, because like whatever else he promotes will just end up.
I mean, yeah, because even if he were to promote the Shaman to try to prevent something else from getting attacked, Mahone could just snipe the Shaman twice and force something else up with the KO. So yeah, I think realistically he has to bring up the Wob effect. If he has another energy, he could actually use Psychic Assault to finish off that Decidueye. You see a Lele.
Okay, I thought you meant he got Kemony just because he drew extra. No. I didn't realize the problem.
No. He thought, Ezra thought he was going first. He played like a 6-4 or something that shuffled his hand back and then no one could figure out definitively what he had in his hand to begin with. That's irreversible. They had to give him a game off for that. Then the round
I'm still kind of looking for if anybody's turning.
I don't know what's left in Zele's deck. He's gone through a lot of it.
Yeah, both players I think are pretty low on what they've got right now.
I guess he could get a Lysan.
That's an option. Yeah, he could drag up the Decidueye that has nothing on it.
Install it there, yeah.
I mean, Mahone would still be able to take out the Shaman, and then yeah. So that's what we're gonna see here. Maybe if he brings up the Wobbuffet along with it to try to shut down the abilities. I don't know how much more energy Mahone has left.
Yeah, I was thinking that like he could buy a lot of time by just Lysandering that up and then putting up the Wob in the active and then just passing until maybe Andrew could even get low on cards.
Yeah, and that's another thing is to see who's lower on cards here, because if he's able to take down just by locking that. I mean, I know at least 3 of Mahone's double colorless are accounted for, because there's 2 on the Decidueyes. He had 1 on the Alolan Ninetales earlier. And we do see a Versus Seeker for a Hex Maniac, which he actually... Okay, yeah. But no energy, so he's forced to leave the Wob up there. If he had that attack...
Did you win, Nick?
No, I lost.
It's rough. Isn't it kind of rough? Like,
well, game 1 I lost because I sheeted for 6 and I missed the first seeker for out of like 10 or 12 cards or something like that.
That's crazy.
And for a Lysander for the knockout. And then game 2 I just was like, well, you had to do when I started, like, and then my hand was like, started Wobbuffet. Like 3 DCs, Super Rob, Bangle, or whatever, not Bangle.
Band,
and like 6 items, and I drew. I was like,
so we do see 90 damage goes on to the Wobbuffet there. And I think he really did need that energy last turn. He would have been able to get the knockout with no damage down. Of course, that still doesn't solve the problem of what he does about the other Decidueye, because again, there is not a Shaman on.
I don't really know why Zeely
Mahone's
Hex
board.
there. I think Lysaring the Decidueye was the proper play. It forces Andrew to have the flow stone, like, 'cause, like I think that's his only route to win now. Because if Andrew has the second flow stone, it kind of just
Yeah,
game over.
and I think if he brings up the Decidueye after knocking out this one, which again he didn't have the energy to do it, like that would have put him in a really great spot. But there it is. Okay, he does.
I think he's short. He's a band.
Oh, is he? Is it have 100 on
There's
it?
100 on
Yeah,
it,
he's
yeah.
short then. Now would be the time for that surprise Skylo, though. If he
Yeah.
wait, did he hex last turn?
He hexed last turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if you can find a band, obviously, but he's got to be really careful how many cards he draws because he's getting low. So he does pull the Professor Sycamore. And you got to think when you go and do that. Obviously, obviously check and see, make sure your choice bands are indeed in there.
For sure.
So we do see the Sycamore. He discards. Oh wow, whole bunch of shiny stuff. All right, it looks like he's got like maybe 3 or 4 cards left. I don't know. We do see the band. Okay, so that is going to be enough to knock out this Decidueye. Finding that last Decidueye KO, though, he does have Wobbuffet to shut down the abilities with the Feather Arrow. But does Mahone have a Ninetales left?
I do not know.
Because that would win him the game. And I don't know, maybe the Tauros doesn't quite have enough damage on it. If he had a well, no, a Lysander wouldn't help because there's nothing else worth 2 prizes besides the Decidueyes. We may see an N here. Yeah, okay, so Mahomes gonna play an N. And that Wobbuffet, really, this game would have been over so long ago if it wasn't for that Wobbuffet. That's just such a good card, and we know it's going to get knocked out here, but I think it's more than served its purpose here. We do see Mahone grabs a Shaman off of that hand of 4, but it doesn't look like he's necessarily feeling the need to use it. Probably for the better that he doesn't, since a Lysander and Tauros attacked it in. And oh my goodness.
This gives Zeely an out to win the game.
Yeah, it does, because now if Zeely has a Lysander, he can bring up the Alolan Ninetales and finish it off. If I was Mahone, I would have waited a turn to put that.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god! Yeah, if
he has it.
Yep, there it is. Wow! Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! Zeely stole off an end of 2.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
He stole that game. That's incredible.
That was crazy.
So we are going to see Garbodor against Alolan Ninetales again in the
the
finals.
same 60 against the
that we saw in
same
top
match
8.
in top 8.
Yeah. Wow.
Can't believe Zeely stole that game. Andrew should not have evolved that.
No, he should not. You don't want to evolve that until the turn you're bringing it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then it wins him the game with a snipe on Shaman. Alright, wow. You can see Jimmy sitting there next to Mahone. I'm just looking at it like, I don't know.
No. That was a great game.
It was a fantastic
game.
Down to the wire. I think both players did have the one misplay, but otherwise I think they played absolutely perfectly outside of that.
Played great, yeah, for sure.
Knowing the matchup, I think, and in Zeely's case, I think maybe even learning it on the fly a little bit, because it's not just generic Decidueye Plume. Like, he does have that Ninetales in there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think
that was one of the greatest games I've seen in a while.
Oh
actually.
yeah,
that was
great. I would agree with that.
That was a great game. I mean, like, very back and forth. I mean,
definitely.
It came down. Andrew would have won that game if he did not evolve that Ninetales, I believe, because he would have knocked it out. He
would have been able to do it next turn with a double colorless and then hit some feather arrows, because the Wob would have been gone, and that would have been enough to clinch the game.
I know. That was crazy. That was a crazy game for sure.
So definitely cool to see like a new variant of a deck like that come all
I think
the
that's
way
gonna
into
be
top 4.
well, guys. Order your Ninetales now because Ninetales is in the finals and it made top 4. So.
Yeah, it's proving a lot of people wrong. I mean, there's a lot of people who like it, but I know also quite a few who have said that they don't quite think it's there, but it clearly is there, and it's only going to get better with that Tapu Koko promo.
No, yeah, I was very skeptical of the card going into it, or going into the event. Actually, Andrew almost convinced me to play that Vileplume Ninetales deck, and I was like, well, Ninetales isn't very good, so obviously I'm not going to end up playing it. But both two players proved me wrong for sure.
Yeah, for
Proved
sure.
A lot of people wrong.
That's incredible. All right, well, I can go and grab Zealy here if you want to interview him. What are they doing? Are they just going to go straight to finals?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it is about time. I think I'm going to have to fly here.
Okay, well, nice commentating with you. I'll see
Yeah,
you later.
thank you very much. I had a good time.
For sure.
And best of luck to both of our finalists.
Yep. Okay, sounds good.
I have your campaign stuff still. We'll just get back to you on
Thursday, yeah, it's fine. No, that was a great game. Crucial misplay, but it happens. I mean, for sure, even the best.
Definitely. I think they both have a lot to be proud of, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It was a very stacked tournament, for sure.
Oh, without a doubt.
So we're going to jump right into the finals. You want to come in a commentary?
Yeah, I didn't know when we were going to get food, but yep.
Yeah, we're going to have Nick Baker here. For the finals, probably. So it's same 60 you played versus your top 8 match.
I hope he's learned something from my top 8 about how to better handle that.
So what do you think is the best route to take in that matchup?
I think what was really good was getting turn 1, turn 2 Tauros attacks in, taking out Vulpixes really quick. Because you want to get up on the prize trade immediately because you're going to have issues killing the Ninetales, or KOing, excuse me. I think my crucial misplay was the Garbodor. I think at the time it looked really enticing. You're getting those cards out of your deck. You're shutting off his Oranguru. You're shutting off the Manaphy. But at the end of the day, like when you get end to 2 and end to 1, like you want to be able to draw like a Shaman, draw your Lele, and have your out. And that was something that I thought about when I was playing it. But I said no, like I think this will be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And you also lose a Trubbish, so you need all your Trubbishes because he can snipe them.
Sounds good. I don't know. I think this is a really good matchup for Ninetales.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Ninetales is definitely favored.
I would say it's like a 60-40 though, without a doubt. I'm gonna let my girlfriend know I'm commentating, see if she wants to watch. Okay. Are we jumping right into it, or are they taking a quick bathroom break?
Ben's going to the table.
Okay.
They're sitting down. They're sitting down.
I think he made a really good call with that Ninetales.
Oh, yeah, there's not a lot of Ray. And I was talking to him, he said he was afraid of Sylveon and Rayquaza. And there wasn't a whole lot of that today. I think there was 2 or 3 Rayquazas and like 2 or 3 Sylveons out of 52 players, and he just...
I think that today Sylveon did not live up to the hype. You know as well as I do that I was really sold on the deck over last weekend, really wanted to play test it, and I watched a lot of games online. I forget the guy's name. He was doing an extensive testing of it. Theorymond a little bit at work, and I just don't think it can stack up.
For sure. No, I agree.
It's a very different format from when Lapras was really good. And I think that's why.
I think there's just so much more recovery now with like Lele and like other things like that. Yeah. It just makes it a lot harder for Sylveon to be good. And like Leleing for Hex turn 1, and then like Hexing Energy Evolution going first. They can't Energy Evolution, they're EV.
Yeah.
And then you can donk them, so...
Yeah, so many things hit 60 now.
Okay, so I think they're getting ready for